Well, hello. How's everyone doing out there? Again, I hope all's well, and hope everyone's finding a lot of good stuff. I want to address two questions or two things that were just kind of brought up to me. One in a question off my last video, and and I'll show you a few items that I've picked up over the past probably week and a half at garage sales and that sort of thing. I'll go ahead and show you just a few items that I picked up. I found six of these. These are clamps for weights, Olympic size 2-inch weights. Uh, these are called quick clamps, quick spring clamps. Anyway, these sell for about $10 a pair, and I have six of them, so or three pair. Just throwing some numbers up there. You better watch how I do that. All right. I picked up a bunch of film. I have a bunch of these. The same. All these are the same. All these are the HPO2. Have every color, including some black. I'll just put all these in a lot. There's probably about 15 packs right there. Ought to do well with those. This is already up. This is a Sony MP3 CD player, and I mean, you can just it's made for running and that sort of thing. It's a Sony Walkman. Just a great item. I mean, I paid $1 for it. Works beautifully. It's almost like brand new. I mean, it's really clean. Works great. That's already up for sale, but that's about a $50 item. Gloves are kind of a hit and miss. I do buy all kind of gloves usually. They need to be cleaned up, but they're kind of hit and miss. These are older. I like older gloves because they're kind of collectible. This is Jim Catfish Hunter. This glove I'll probably end up getting about maybe $15 for. I paid $1 a piece for them, so and they are in good shape. There were other gloves, but they were the leather was broke and that sort of thing. So I just pass it up. I'm not going if they're not in good shape as far as gloves are concerned, unless they're extremely old and extremely collectible, I'm not going to buy them. So keep that in mind. Got this Polaroid Polaroid 600. Those are that's money right there, and I paid 50 cents for that. That'll sell for $20 easily. Got these. I have a pair of these. This is a Bose Model 141 speakers. That's about $45 a pair. I didn't pay but $4 for them. Great little speakers. I do have another set of speakers, and they are amped speakers. They sell for a little over $100. I paid $8 for the pair of those. I do plan on using those, however. We need a pair here at the church, so they will stay here. I got this Rawlings mask, and catcher's mask. Paid $1 for it. Just a great item. That'll sell probably about $20, $25, maybe more. I don't know. I picked up these. First thing I saw was this. These are dollhouse for um, furniture for a dollhouse, and I could tell just by the coloring. I mean, they're old, but if you look on here, check out the telephone and check out the radio. Knew right away this was mighty old. These are actually from the late 50s, and they are Marx. But if you are familiar with Marx toys, if you're not familiar with Marx uh, little toys like the little cowboy figures and that sort of thing, not all of them are going to be marked as Marx. You just need to learn to maybe do some studying up on Marx toys, but they do really well because they're not all going to be marked. But you will find a piece here and there that is marked, usually in their sets. They just didn't mark every little piece, but right under here is going to be their little logo. So keep that in mind when you're seeing stuff and you look and no, there's no marking under there. If it looks old, just keep looking through the pieces until you find a marking on one of them. Um, Now a lot of their little army men and such will have the logos on. Like this little piece here, this has the logo on it. Keep that in mind. They do real well. I actually have a bunch of Marx pieces that the little cowboys and such that I bought and sold not too long ago. Um, the two questions are things that I want to address with you. One of those I was asked, how do I find the time to buy and sell? as you may know, and I try to tell you every so often, I'm only part time with the buying and selling. It's what I do on the side. I'm a music and youth minister first. I serve my church. Um, so how do I find that time? Well, every morning, I I um, I put stuff up for sale and I ship stuff. I take a little bit of time, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, hour and a half or so. Um, most of my items are small. They're easy to ship. It doesn't take me 15, 20 minutes to ship the few items every. Usually, I have a few items every day. Sometimes it may take 30, 35 minutes or so to get stuff ready and shipped. But you know, that's on occasion. Probably once a week. It takes me that long. But if you will just set aside the time every single day to do a little bit. I don't put all my items up in one day. You know, I get a truckload. I'm going to have that for quite some time. But how do you get all that on? How would I get a truckload of items on? One little bit at a time. What you what you should do. This is what I do. Is choose. Say I'm going to put on say 10 items every day, or I'm going to put on 15 items every day, 20, 100, whatever you. I know some folks are full time out there, and if you're doing it full time or part time, either way, you need to have some goals. Have that goal set. My goal every day, I'm going to have a minimum. This is my goal. I have a minimum of 10 to 20 items, but the for me it's monetary. Those items are going to be worth $200 to $300. So if I put on $200 to $300 every day, I'm going to get a pretty good return every single day. Um, I mean, here over the past 3 months, I've probably averaged coming in at what's being sold about $100 a day, and that's just from consistently day by day putting things on. Set yourself a goal. Say, I'm going to put on 5 items a day. I'm going to put, 3 items up a day. I'm going to put 20 items up a day. You choose um, what your goal is, but set a goal. I would set a monetary value goal of some sort. That works for me. I set that monetary value goal up. I'm going to have $200 to $300 every day at least put on. So my numbers change. That's usually anywhere from 10 to 20 items. Yesterday I only put up 6 items, but I had about $350 worth. So, um, so I would do that. Set that goal. Um, the other issue is stuff piles up on you. Well, every now and then you've got to purge yourself of stuff because you'll become a hoarder in a heartbeat. All, most everybody, if you're watching this video and you do buy, selling, and trading, and you get stuff and you're always out hunting stuff, stuff piles up, especially when you're buying in bulk and buying lots and it's piling up on you. Usually, if I buy say a bucket, I don't have a bucket in here, but if I buy a bucket worth of stuff somewhere, I I will pretty quickly sell a few items out of there and make my money back on the bucket plus my profit. And then I've got extra stuff that I'll sell a little bit out of it. But over time, I'm still buying stuff and it does pile up. So at some point in time, you've got to get rid of the stuff. And so I would suggest to you that at least once a year, if not twice a year, have a garage sale. This very Saturday, I'm actually having a garage sale. I am getting rid of everything. My goal at my garage sale is not money. My goal at my garage sale is get rid of it. I will hand people a box and say, here, $5, fill it up. And that way, my stuff is gone. It's cleared out. It's also cleared out of my head. You can get so much stuff in your mind that you don't know what you have for sale and that sort of thing. I'm not saying give stuff away. I have, like my items I had the other day, as a matter of fact, these car parts and that sort of thing. These are on shelves and they're out of the way. Those, no, I'm not going to get rid of those for cheap at a garage sale. But I have tons of other stuff that just piles up over time. Get rid of it. Get it out of your way. It gets out of your mind, and you're better. You're much more. You are better able to to get in the frame of mind of what you have for sale and get in the rotation of selling. just a thought. I hope all that helps you. Um, don't be scared to just get rid of some stuff and clear some stuff out. I actually was talking to a lady the other day. Um, I went to her home. She was moving, but I see her at every garage sale, and she was moving. Had a truck loaded already, and her house was still full of stuff. And she buys and buys and buys and buys and buys. The only problem is it piles up on her. She doesn't have it all for sale, and it's just piling up and piling up. And I shared with her the same thing I shared with you. And her thought was, oh, I just can't get rid of it. Put it in a garage sale. So I could do a garage sale, but I just can't give it away. And I'm not saying just give it away, but I'll be honest with you, I will a lot of my stuff at some point in time, if it's not selling, if I'm not selling it, if it's something that I don't want to spend that, you have to worry about your time. Your time is important, and if it's going to take too much time to go through all that junk when you've got other good stuff that you could be selling, it's time to get rid of it and get it out your way and move on. Also, once I have my garage sale, whatever's left is going back to Goodwill. It's going there. It's going to be gone. And she looked at me and said, "Well, I just couldn't take it to Goodwill. I just can't do it." And so now she's got 2 truckloads full of stuff, and it's going to be traveling with her where she moves, and she's going to still be stuck with the stuff, and she's going to be out buying more stuff, and it's piling on top, and she's getting nowhere with it. So just a thought. Keep all that in mind. I hope it's something that I've shared with you would help y'all. Hey, y'all have a great day. Love God and love others.